All right, let's start with our escaping the office move. Let's take the mask off and get rid of that for a minute. Thanks, Butter and Filth, again for the mask. Appreciate it. Let's start off. Massage your jaw. Open your jaw nice and wide. Big cheesy grin. Yes. Pucker those lips. Put on that lipstick. Just get out of your mask for a minute. Regardless of where you work, you're probably in a mask these days. So, once you got your face worked out, let's work out the rest of it. So we're actually going to start with our shoulders and work our way down. I'm running late today. I'm super sorry about that. It is what it is from work, right? So we're going to start with our shoulders, and we'll just take our shoulders up, back, down, and forward, and we'll lead with our shoulder blades. So think about really getting into your shoulder blades all the way back. I'm going to move this in case I'm screaming there. All the way back. Good. And take it forward. So just up, forward, down, and back. Just really feel it all the way in. Good. Excellent. We're going to take it down to the chest now. So to take it to the chest, we're going to take the chest out to the side, back to the other side. So it's like we're doing big rib cage circles. It's just easy to think about. And you can let your arms float free, or you can hold on to your hips, whatever makes you happy. But we're just working out the ribs. Working out the ribs. And then just for a little dexterity challenge, try going the other way. So out to the other side, back to the other side. Get everything loosened up. I have some off-camera company today, so I'm not alone. Yay, there's more people. Still not alone. Good. From here, we're going to take it down to the hips. So we're either doing a tilt and a tuck with our hips. That's like putting an arch in your back and then tucking under and squeezing your glutes. It's either a tilt and a tuck, or if you're not interested in that, or if that's not doing anything for you, switch it into a little hip circle. So just get the hips loosened up. We need those. And if you're doing circles, take it the other way. Gotta do it both ways. Excellent. Good. We'll move on to warming up the legs a little bit. Now, if you have knee problems, before I even start, I'm going to tell you, if your knees want to hinge, so if your feet are a little extra out or a little extra in, it can hurt your knees because they want to rotate then instead of a hinge. So find the right spot for your feet, and then we're just going to do a squat down and then back up. So figure out where that position is for your knees so that it doesn't hurt your knees. Because we get some joints that hinge and some that rotate. And just warming the legs. Good. Couple more. All right. Next time your legs are straight, just leave them there. And then hinge at the hips. And I'll turn sideways so you can see. With your feet nice and wide still. Hinge at the hips. Keep your back flat. Sometimes it helps to keep your head up when you're keeping your back flat. Just to put that strain on the hamstrings and get loosened up there. It's just a passive stretch. You might hit your hands might be on the floor. That's great. Good. Take the hands and walk them over to one side. Excellent. Now on over to the other side. Y'all, full disclosure, it's about 95 degrees out here right now, so I don't know how long this is going to last. And back through the center. Usually the shade helps, and it's not helping so much. All right, good. Bring it back to standing. All right, with your feet still nice and wide, take one toe and point it away. So we're making a nice wide triangle. Turn towards that toe, and then again hinge at the hips to put the hamstring stretch on that front leg. You don't have to go very far. Wherever you get a tug, you get a tug. Everybody's always worried about reaching the ground. You don't have to reach the ground. Excellent. We're going to head over to the other side. So release that stretch, turn both feet forward, turn the other toe away, turn towards that toe, and stretch on this side. Good. Excellent. Now, take your back foot, turn it the same direction as your front foot, and what we're looking to do is just have a come down into a lunge if you can. It's not necessary, certainly. We don't have a lot of props out here. Didn't bring my blocks with me, so just stretching out thinking of turning your hips square and stretching out the back. You can stay in the triangle if it's easier to stay kind of upright. That's fine. Good. We're going to work our way to the other side. So just turning towards the front, coming over to the other side, and falling over, turning into a lunge on that side. The rubber on the mat grabs my socks and tries to make me fall over every single time. Excellent. Good. From here, we're going to work our way to the ground. So drop your back knee, point your toe, sweep the front leg around to the back leg, and we're just going to warm up the spine a little bit. Now, we can do this standing as well, so hold that thought for a second. If you want to do this from here, great. Just do a few cat-cows to loosen up your spine. If getting on your hands and knees does not work for you, because I know it doesn't work for everybody, we're going to do it a little different. Start with a comfortable standing position. We're going to put a tilt in the hips. That's arching the back, okay? And then rolling forward just far enough. You don't have to go all the way forward, just to a flat back kind of. Then you're going to tuck the hips. You're going to roll those hips under and then roll up the spine one at a time. Then you're going to tilt the hips, roll forward. You're going to tuck the hips and roll up. So you can get the same kind of cat-cow motion without having to get on your hands and knees. Right? And you still get that workout. It goes all the way down the back of your legs. Good. Now, just to keep it interesting, once you get to the bottom the next time, freeze. Now we're going to reverse it. So lead up with the head and end in a tuck. Squeeze those glutes. Now lead down with the head like you're diving under a bar, and then up with the head and squeeze. I have ended up in the sun. So you'll just have to accept me further away today. Good. All right. Just loosen up the spine a little bit. Good. Let's do a simple forward fold flow today. Okay, so this is something we would do in one of our flex flow classes. And we usually do it 3 or 4 times. Again, 95 degrees. Thinking I'm going to do it once, maybe twice. We'll see how it goes. So with our forward fold flow, we're going to start with our feet about hip width apart. Nice tall posture. With a deep inhale, we're going to reach up high, and then we're going to hinge at the hips to forward fold to a flat back. Now, it does not matter how low you go. What matters is you get the stretch where you need it. So keep the back flat. I'm not concerned with how many times you can touch your toes at this point, but we're going down to a nice, comfortable, or a nice uncomfortable stretch, rather, is probably a better way of putting that. Okay? And then with an inhale, we're just going to release the stretch. So just come up a little bit. And then as you exhale, full stretch back down into the stretch. And again, if you get a little farther, great. And if you don't, it's all right too. Good. And then inhale to release the stretch. And then at your pace, I'm not trying to make you hyperventilate, exhale to sink back into the stretch. Okay? If you have balance and stability where you're standing, feel free to reach around your knees and give them a little squeeze, and that rounds you along the spine. If you're not stable, please don't fall on your head. Okay? After you've given yourself a little squeeze, maybe taking a full inhale to stretch out your lungs on your back, release your knees, extend your knees, and gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good. All right, let's go ahead and do one more. Inhale to reach up high to the sky. Forward fold, hinging at the hips to a flat back. Hands can be on your knees, ankles, wherever. We're We're going to inhale to release the stretch. And exhale to sink down into the stretch. One more inhale. And exhale again. Good. Last time, so really reach around your knees. Give them a little squeeze. And then gently roll up. Nice and easy. Good. All right, y'all. In case you didn't know, it's hot. I'm going to go to the ground now. I'll come a little closer. I'll tough it out. Come a little closer. All right. So, I got so much grass. All right. So, we're going to go to the ground now, have a seat. We're just going to do a cool down. So, basically warm up, quick flow, cool down, just to remobilize and get ready to go back to work, whatever work is for you. For me, it's sitting at a desk, so I'm just going to remobilize everything. And then I forgot to bring my papers with my meditations on them, so I may not try to wing that. That's a little nerve-wracking. All right, so from your seated position, just take a nice deep breath in. Obviously exhale. Good. Take your head, look left. And then gently over to the right. And then back to the left. And over to the right. Good. Bring it back through center. Keeping your shoulders nice and low. Take your chin to your chest, really elongating along the back of the neck. And then eyes to the sky. And then chin to chest. Good. Again, keeping the shoulders nice and low. Take one ear over to one shoulder. And then gently switch sides. And then switch. And then last switch. Good. Release, come through center. Oh my gosh, the little bugs. From here, we're just going to remobilize the shoulders. So pick the elbows up and draw little circles. Use your shoulder blades to lead your circles. Just getting that whole spine involved. Good. And the other way. Good. Excellent. All right. Relax, coming through center. With an inhale, open your heart to the sky. Nice, big, wide stretch. And then with the exhale, close down, hug yourself, really rounding along the shoulder blades. And then inhale to open. And exhale to close. Good. Release, come through center. I'm going to do a quick upper back stretch. So from your seated position, walk your hands forward just until your tailbone comes up off the ground. Let's scooch back a little bit. Walk your hands forward just until your tailbone lifts up off the ground, and you can feel this stretching along your upper back, or at least I can. And then I'm pressing back into my mat to drive my tailbone back towards the mat, which really stretches along my lower back. And one more round of that, so walk the hands forward. And pressing back. Good. Last time, we're going to walk our hands forward. We're going to pull ourselves all the way up to our knees and do a few cat-cow circles just to remobilize the spine. Just do a few in one direction and then a few in the other. Good. While we're in this position, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and press back to downward dog. And we're just pulling the chest towards the thighs. You can feel this stretching your calves, stretching your shoulders. Pedal the feet, bending one knee then the other to get the calves worked. A little bit. Good. As you're ready, walk your feet towards your hands and just hold here. Sometimes it's nice to grab your elbows and sway back and forth. And just let the weight of your upper body loosen up your lower body. And then when you're ready, gently rolling up, nice and easy, one vertebrae at a time. Thank you very much for showing up today. I did not bring my meditation out here, and I will not wing it because you don't want that, and it's hot. So, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'll try to be on time.